Will the judge be mad? Also, resurfaced video is showing Blake Lively really stole that cut from Justin Baldoni and Sony.
People feeling like a bunch of A-list Hollywood bullies need to be shown that bullying is unacceptable.
Blake Lively was throwing tantrums everywhere. The once polished Hollywood star, known for her charm and grace, was unraveling. A judge's shocking decision had just shattered her carefully constructed image.
If the judge couldn't find anything there, I find it a little suspicious. So a source is talking on behalf of this Shane guy saying,
The ruling? Devastating. The evidence? A single video that contradicted her testimony. The jury was instructed, if they found even one lie in her statements, they could dismiss her entire case. And Blake? She was furious. This wasn't just a legal battle anymore, it was a full-blown war. And Hollywood was watching.
So her testimony is super important in this case. And if you can show the jury that she's lied, juries don't like liars.
The judge's decision hit like a thunderclap. Blake's testimony, once the backbone of her case, was now under fire. The video evidence was undeniable, a moment caught on camera that exposed inconsistencies in her story. The internet exploded. Social media lit up with hashtags. Hashtag BlakeLead. Hashtag Justice for Justin. The public, once enamored by her charm, turned against her. Blake Lively wasn't just losing a lawsuit, she was losing her empire.
Which the Times had, we presume, in which they use a sarcasm emoji, and the woman saying, I did it, explicitly says, except I didn't do it.
Her PR team scrambled to control the narrative, but it was too late. The media, once her ally, now circled like vultures. Headlines screamed, Blake Lively's downfall. Hollywood's golden girl exposed. Her social media numbers plummeted. Hundreds of thousands of followers gone overnight. The public wasn't just unfollowing. They were unsubscribing from the Blake Lively brand.
That's Blake Lively's PR firm begging to be let go of the case. I think actually they may have the worst messages of all.
While Blake was drowning, Justin Baldoni was rising. His team launched a website, The Lawsuit Info, laying out their side of the story with surgical precision. Transparency was their weapon, and it worked. Public opinion shifted. Baldoni, once the underdog, was now the hero. Conservative commentators like Candace Owens and Meghan McCain rallied behind him. The contrast was stark. Blake was sinking, while Justin was soaring.
Basically saying you're a liar, you misrepresent who you are in the court of public opinion. They've lost.
Hollywood is a fickle beast. It doesn't care about morality. It cares about money. And Blake Lively was suddenly bad for business. Directors, producers, and executives who once saw her as an asset now viewed her as a liability.
That's insane and that's crazy. And this is a reason why I think in the future people are just not going to work with her, because it's starting to add up. People are realizing that this is a pathology.
The whispers grew louder. She's difficult to work with. She's a control freak. She's toxic. Her career, once soaring, was now in freefall. On the other hand, Baldoni, despite being dropped by his talent agency and losing awards, found an unlikely ally in public opinion. People who once dismissed his side of the story were now taking a second look. The numbers didn't lie. His social media following surged, while Blake's crumbled.
There's a lot of comments that she puts in here that you're just like, why would you want to take over someone's movie? The outfits in this end are so out of touch. No, we don't want to watch bullies like Blake.
Then came the South by Southwest Festival. Blake Lively walked the red carpet, her smile as polished as ever.
oh my God, I'm so happy and I'm so lucky and I love my fans so much and I love the journalists, I love the photographers. I was like, wow. She walked up to fans, took selfies and hugged people and were like, oh, don't take your selfie like this, put it on video mode and it's much better. She was so sweet.
But the cracks were visible. A protester broke through the crowd, holding a sign that read, Justice for Justin Baldoni.
BlakeLead. Blake know that they weren't exactly on her side of the whole situation going on with him. Someone held up a sign that said, "Justice for Justin Baldoni, Blake lied," and they were also wearing a shirt that says, "Blake lied."
The cameras caught it all. The forced smile, the flicker of panic in her eyes.
And she was friends with people just hanging out there and gave this guy a hug, and it was like, oh, this is so nice.
The moment went viral. Headlines blared. Blake Lively's red carpet nightmare. Her co-star, Anna Kendrick, didn't help.
People commented and said, "Ooh, she hates her. Girl couldn't fake it. Oh, you know," are the exact words I say when someone asks me how I am and I am barely hanging on. "Oh, you know," is the new "here, damn."
When asked about working with Blake again, her response was clipped, devoid of warmth. "Oh, you know."
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again? Oh, we're talking about you all day.
Oh, you know.
The internet dissected every word, every gesture. The message was clear. Even her colleagues were distancing themselves.
Very competitive, very ego-driven. Just imagine two Joan Crawfords on a set together trying to why am I not getting this? And he's not getting it. And it's just like, oh my God. I would, like the last thing I'd ever want to be a part of. So.
Like, what does it mean to be back with Anna?
Oh, it's the best. I'm so happy. Like, okay, this way.
You look beautiful.
You too. I love you so much.
The fallout was immediate. Blake's PR team scrambled, but no amount of damage control could undo the damage. Her career, once a shining example of Hollywood success, was now a cautionary tale.
Every expert's going to skew it towards their view of the case. And then the penultimate question to the expert is, but you agree with me, the jury is able to determine for themselves what this video is showing.
The lawsuit wasn't just about legalities, it was about accountability. And Blake Lively was being held accountable in the most public way possible. Justin Baldoni, meanwhile, emerged stronger. His transparency, his willingness to fight back, resonated with the public. The lawsuit had exposed the dark underbelly of Hollywood, and Baldoni had become a symbol of resistance.
Jurors are very bright, especially collectively. When they're all together, they all come from varied backgrounds. They're the smartest people in the room collectively, and they generally get the right result. So the experts here are going to be important, but ultimately this video is damning, and I think you're right to say, or I was right to say, this is some of the most damning evidence in this case.
This wasn't just about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. It was about power, control, and the lengths people would go to protect their image. It was about the industry's complicity in covering up misconduct. And it was about the public's role in holding the powerful accountable.
I think that's part of the PR battle. From a legal perspective, there would be no reason to put a statement by an expert in your complaint. It won't be shown to the jury. When you do go to trial, each side is going to have experts that they hire. Everybody has hired experts, and really experts are just hired guns.
As the dust settles, one thing is clear. The Blake Lively we thought we knew is gone. In her place is a woman exposed, her flaws laid bare for the world to see. And Justin Baldoni? He's not just a survivor, he's a symbol of change. What happens next? Can Blake Lively rebuild her career, or is this the end of her Hollywood reign? Will Justin Baldoni's newfound support translate into long-term success? And what does this mean for the industry as a whole? One thing's for sure, this isn't just a lawsuit. It's a reckoning. And the world is watching.